I'm Tom Hibbert and welcome to Winning Strength Online, and this is video 3 in my 8-week log peak series. And today we're going to look at what I did during the workout, but also we're going to talk a little bit about assistance work and how you can individualize it to you. So today's session was slightly different from the last 2 weeks. As I said in the previous video, the last 2 weeks I was doing push press from the rack, and then today was all about cleaning and pressing for reps. So multiple cleans, cleaning and pressing, or cleaning then pressing every single rep, with the concept of more exposure to that first rep. I'm going to be tested on cleaning and pressing, so it's good to do multiple reps at it. And again, it was a weak point of mine. So today was 3 sets of 3. 135 was the first set. Nice easy set, no problems there. 150, again, same thing, no problems. And then I made the jump to 160 for a 5 kilo PB. I did feel good for a little bit more, but I'm just trying to be patient and hold myself back. My target next week was always 165, so I'm set up nicely to do 165 for 3 reps there. Then the assistance work changed for me this week. This week I looked at isometrics, or isometronics as my mentor used to call it. I was using the Swiss bar. That really helps me, especially peaking, because with the way I teach the log for a lot of people and the way my technique goes, as I drive out and squeeze glutes, I perform almost a hip thrust, and then I create a base to be able to press through. So the isometronics after the leg drive really helps me hone in on that positioning. So isometronics was a nice fun little finisher, and then I did some shoulder stabilizer work as well to finish off. So it was a good session overall. So what I wanted to do today was to give you an idea on how to pick assistance work that will complement your log push press. So the way I kind of look at it from a visual representation is a hierarchy, or even a family tree. So at the top of the tree is the competition lift, which in this case is the log, clean and push press. So that's the top. Then you've got main lifts. The main lifts come just below it. Some people may have 1, 2, I'm going to talk about 3 that I've used in the last 2 8-week blocks to help drive my log push press up. The bottom line is I pick these lifts because if I keep adding 5 kilos to certain lifts, I know that that will complement my log push press, and my log push press will then go up. So the 3 lifts I use are standing overhead extension with a Swiss bar with a mid grip. Second lift I use is a 60-degree press, so 60-degree incline press, dead press with the log. Dead press meaning I start from the pins and press up. The lift that's next is very similar with a different bar, but it's eccentric first. So the third lift is 60-degree incline press with a Swiss bar with a wide grip, because it's the exact same grip as a log, but it's eccentric first. So I'd take it out of the rack, control it down and press back up. So what I've done is I monitor anything from 2 to 6 RMs in this. Although the extension is usually a 6 and an 8 RM, it doesn't need to go as high with regards to, or low as reps as high as, say, a 1 RM. So what I tend to do, standing overhead extension, if I bring up my 6, 8, 10 RM, I know that complements my log. So that is in my workouts. I use that as my assistance work. I'm trying to peak 6 to 8 RM by the time I go to competition. Dead press and 60-degree incline. So dead press with the log and 60-degree incline press with the Swiss bar, I go a little bit heavier. Sometimes doubles, but usually anything from 3 to 6 RM is my sweet spot. So I have PBs monitored, and this is something I find a lot of people don't do. Louis Simmons talks about this all the time. He's got them up there in his brain. I have PB sheets. I can monitor exactly my weights, reps, and the date I hit it. So before I go to comp, not only am I trying to hit things like log, clean and press RM, maybe 2 RM, 3 RM. I'm also trying to hit repetition maxes and all these assistance lifts. Once you've found your assistance lifts, you just have to keep nailing it. You just have to keep firing in repetition maxes. Then when you go to a comp, you know that you're going to be ready to hit a new PB in the main lift, the top of the tree lift. So that's one trick. The other trick is to learn which lifts are just below on the tree on that complement that. So for me, I know that if I bring up my rear delt, so bent over lateral raises, if I bring up my 8 to 12 RMs, that then pushes all these lifts up as well. So the key is finding a coach that knows about structural balance indicators or assistance work that can drive up the log push press. Or it's a case of trial and error. Pick lifts, try them, see if that complements the top lift. If it doesn't, bin it, move on, try something different. I've given you 3 for the overhead, the log push press. There are more out there. I even have indicator lifts for that. So certain percentages you need to hit to be balanced to hit the log push press. Those indicator lifts I'm going to be releasing at my workshop with Graham Hicks. We've got 2 workshops coming up, end of November, November 21st, November 28th. You can book on the website. We're going to go through technique, programming, every single little tip and trick with regards to log, axle, monster dumbbell, anything overhead. So that's assistance work for you. I hope you found this video useful. Please, please, please don't forget to subscribe to this YouTube channel, sign up for the newsletter, and have a look at the new WSO membership. We've got loads of technique videos, loads of programs, and we've even got the new Winning Log Press 2 program coming out very soon.